So in Dynamics 365, they have what's called Workspace Tiles. And the tiles provide you with different areas to drill into and be able to provide different list pages and data at the fingertips of your users. It's very handy in areas like vendor bidding to keep track of those RFQ quotes that we talked about earlier. Maybe it's in your purchase order preparation to be able to submit new purchase orders or to track all purchase orders in the system, the different statuses of your purchase orders that can be in the system. So I'm going to pop back over to Dynamics 365 and just show you the plethora of Workspace tiles. Now, don't let this overwhelm you. When we log in as a demo, we get system admin, so we see all Workspace tiles in the system. Your users would see typically the Workspace tiles that are applicable to their job function based on their security role. So for example, if we look down and we can go into the vendor bidding Workspace tile that I mentioned earlier, you can see out here I have the vendor bids that I submitted earlier for the vendor, that one of the vendors that we sent those bids out to. I've got invitations for new bids, I've got invitations for return bids, and then I can see my bids that are in process. And anytime you click on these, it'll take you right into the table that houses that data. So it's a very slick way that you can actually click right in. And these are all configurable as well, I should mention that. You can add different tiles, and these are called list pages here. You can add these different areas to these Workspace tiles, so highly configurable for you. It's a great way for you to pull data in here and a quick snapshot, be able to click through, get the data at your fingertips, see the list pages, and analyze the historical data as you see fit as a user. Okay. Another area that we need to take into consideration is list pages. And I have one shown here, which basically just want it from a buyer perspective, you want to see your open purchase order lines. Now, typically when you come into this list page, it is filtered on open orders, but you can remove those line statuses and see the status of all your lines as well as your unit price. Another area is reports. There are a ton of out-of-the-box reports in the system. For example, I'm showing you the vendor item statistics report that for this particular vendor that we've used today, we can see all the item numbers that you've purchased, the quantities, and then over here, the dollar values for all of those. And then lastly, we have Power BI. There is a lot of integrated Workspace tiles and even just pages within, like for example, purchase and spend analysis. There is Power BI, out of the box Power BI already built into these to give you some KPIs to analyze to. You can see down on this particular one, you have purchase by vendor, by product, by period, vendor location, spend analysis over time, and spend analysis by vendor. Very beneficial tool. Built in out of the box, you just have to link it up to your Power BI environment and you're ready to go. And then you can over here on the right side adjust any of the filters that you want.